Hello YouTube, it's Diani. Thank you for tuning in to another video. So today's video is going to be a quick one because I'm already late to go to the gym. But I was going through my notes yesterday night and I take notes on, for example, like books, my own self-Bible study, lessons that I learned in church, various things that I take notes on. And as I was going through them, I was watching a video called The Strangest Secrets by Earl Nightingale that one of my friends sent to me, I think around last year. I just saw the notes yesterday. And I started to rewatch a little bit of the video and started to read some of the notes that I took. And it led me to make this video. What is success to you? And I'm going to add a little bit more to that. Is what is success to you and how will you achieve that? I don't think I'll put down the title, but I'll ask that question in the video. What is success to you and how will you achieve it? So, in the video, Earl Nightingale goes on to say that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If a man is working towards a predetermined goal and knows where he is going, that man is a success. And if he is not doing that, he is a failure. Essentially what Earl's trying to say is that if you know what you want to do and you work progressively towards that and then eventually achieve that, you have now become successful. He also says, the teacher who says she wants to become a teacher and is now a teacher, she is successful. The mother of three who says she wants to be a housewife and wanted 3 children is successful. The salesman who wants to become financially free because he wanted to make as many sales as possible till he became rich, he is successful as well. 1 in 20 people achieve success. And the reason why he says this is because he basically said that there was a study of, I think it was people age 60 and above. And one of those people are either rich or was financially free. I think it was rich. 4 of those people were financially independent. And then the rest of them, then 20 other people were like, can't remember what it was, something, I can't remember. I watched the video a while ago. And basically it showed that 5% of those people, out of the 100 people, they actually achieved success. And they were actually became rich because the rest of them became broke, or he didn't say what happened to another of the people. But then what he continues to say is that, why does that happen? Why do some people become successful and why do some people not? And he leads on to say that the people who don't become successful, they don't become successful because they conform. There was a study that basically done where they asked a couple of men, why do you go to work every single day? And they said, I go to work every single day because that's what everybody does. They don't think about it. They just go to work every single day because that's what everybody does. There are careers which have to come in. So, as I'm going to say as well, there are careers that have to come into question about whether they're morally correct, because ultimately inside this video it's basically saying, what is success to you? Because if you want to achieve something and you achieve it, you have become successful. Now you have to take into account morals. There are some things that I won't say are morally correct, but I won't deem as successful. But for the person, if that's what they wanted to achieve, then they've achieved success for themselves. Society may not deem it as successful, but if that's what they wanted, that's what they wanted. They can take that up with God with themselves. And he goes on to say, there are people who always achieve things. There are people who always achieve things. And then there are also people the people who always achieve things, they continue to always achieve things. But then there are also people who fail and they always continue to fail. And he said the difference between that is because the people who achieve things and continue to achieve things is because they have goals. Essentially, he led on to say a story. Imagine there's a cruise ship or just a ship in general, and it wants to go from A to B. And what it does is it plans out the crew that it's going to take. It plans out the map the route they're going to take, how long it will take them, the time it will take them. Well, you can actually be sure that 99.9% of the time, that ship will go where it needs to go. However, now let's say there is another ship where it doesn't plan where it wants to go. It just wants to go somewhere. There's no crew. They don't map out anything. They don't know how long it will take. They just turn on the engine and let it go. Well, then you can deem that ship will most likely not even make it out of the harbour. And if it does make it out of the harbour, then you can guarantee that ship will either sink or just end up lost in the desert or lost somewhere many years later. Because it didn't plan anything. It doesn't have a destination that it wants to go to. So treat yourself like that ship. Either you're going to be the ship that knows where it wants to go and has that destination in mind and plans how it's going to get there and know how long it's going to take for it to get there, or you're going to be like the ship that has no plan. You just go wherever the wind takes you or go day by day, however you feel like you should be going. And you end up where you don't want to go, or you just end up in some random location, which, as I said, the winds will just take you. So, what is success to you and how will you achieve it? Whatever you want to achieve, plan it. Set your goals towards it and think, how can I get to this stage? And plan and meticulously work towards it every single day until you achieve that goal.